It's so dadgum amazing. So, let's start with our host of the channel, Bub. Where do you feel like going here at the Stuffer Shack?
Oh man. Wow, there's a lot.
Well, you are kind of in a large... It's a mixture between a grocery store and a VP, so I guess it's like a GFS.
Gotcha. Gordon's Food Service.
Yes.
In the Shadowrun world.
Of course.
Is there some kind of like cheeky off-brand meatballs that are like Dragon Balls in this case? I feel like Sledge is a meatball kind of work.
But Sledge, there are no actual food, like real normal food here.
Soy
you
balls,
silly goose.
then. Damn it.
I'm sure you could find that over here by the refrigerators.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll pass by Hardpoint, and as I'm passing by Hardpoint, I'll probably like give him a cheeky Orkin grin and try to like almost sidely kick a leg out from under him.
But of course. And how does Gentry respond? Or not Gentry, Hardpoint. How does Hardpoint respond? How do you take this nonsense?
I don't care. I give zero shit. I know he wants his goddamn soy balls, and I know he's going to the wrong thing. Because everybody who's been to the Stuffer Shack before knows they're all bunched up in aisle 16, and he doesn't know that because he's not smart enough to remember, and I'm going to go down to aisle 15 and get some chips.
That's
what I'm going to do.
I hope me kicking his leg makes him fall, please.
I need you to roll.
To be fair, if you kick my leg, I'm pretty short, so you might just hit me in the waist or something.
Hey, Bub, we're gonna practice dice rolls. So
Okay.
I want you to go to your unarmed combat.
All
I want you to do an
right.
unarmed combat roll. And then LimaZuluTango, you're gonna do a reaction plus intuition to dodge being, like, kicked to the ground.
Okay. I'm trying to find the unarmed. I've got spells, melee weapons, matrix actions, ranged weapons.
It'll be under your active skills.
Active skills. Going there. Hey, let's see. Unarmed. Got it.
So you're gonna click that 12.
Boom, bam. Clicked it. Situational modifiers. Nothing. I have 7 successes.
You're an asshole.
Well, Hardpoint, make your reaction plus intuition roll. In fact,
So perception and reaction. So
it's intuition plus reaction. And tell you what, there's actually a quick button you can press down in your cheat sheet. So if you scroll downwards in the armor section,
yes,
there's a big button right there that says avoidance roll.
it does.
And this is reaction plus intuition to avoid things.
Wow.
Wow.
Pew, 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 pew.
So
That's 9 out of 9 possible, by the way.
That's impressive.
So as you try to do some fancy leg swing over there, Sledge, you just kind of trip and completely miss them, and you just grumble on over to the over toward the soy meatballs to try and find something to satiate your frustration and hunger.
From my understanding,
Let's not forget, he's going to the wrong place as well.
yeah. From my understanding, Sledge and Hardpoint are friends. They've been kind of running around for a while. So I'm just gonna muck it off and try again later. It's a height advantage thing that I'm
because
certainly trying to do.
I understood it as you and me are like the original 2 in this group, and everyone else has joined us afterwards.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting as well. So yeah, I'm off wandering. I'm trying to find the appropriate soy Dragon Balls stuff.
Oh, I seem to have lost the Hardpoint token. Ah, well.
He's right there. I see him.
I'm in aisle 1.
Aisle 1? Oh. Huh, he vanished. Curious.
I can move to where I'm going anyway.
Good.
I'm going up to aisle 15. Can I go?
Oh, well, roll 20 refreshed. That's okay. But yeah, I guess you go up to aisle 15. Try
Chips
to
and
find
dip.
some chips and dip. Gonna look for the. Oh, what kind of crazy snacks do they have here? Tell you what, audience, would you like to come up with a name for a type of chip in the Sixth World that is completely made of soy? And then that's what he finds.
Toilet chips.
Soyritos.
Soyritos.
Soy.
Soylent chips. Excellent.
I also know that Sledge loves the Feuerschwinge branded Dragon Balls. That's his favorite. Feuerschwinge is one of the great dragons. They're branded Dragon Balls.
Oh, God.
It's fire in your face.
Foritos. Karami, you have taken the chip of the day. Karami 92, we're going with Foritos.
The real
Okay,
Yeah, I just saw that too. It's good.
I get a bag of Foritos with like a heavily artificial cheddar taste. It was like, this was probably what cheddar tasted like 60 odd years ago, but we don't really know. So yeah, well, we provide
Just pump as much cheese taste as you can into it. It'll be indistinguishable.
And the dip is cheddar in a spray can.
Of course, of course. What is this, a Goofy movie? So, next up, why don't we let Coydog go next? Coydog, where do you decide to go?
I feel like I'd probably go to aisle 14 to look at the more expensive items there that I can't afford, but just like stare at them for a few minutes before going elsewhere.
The potential real food that costs you a small fortune, probably your entire month's rent.
Just stare at it wistfully.
Let's see. Trying to find the real food. The real food over in aisle 14?
Yep.
Let's see. You do manage to find a wussy and very spicy meltdown. Some Aztex-Mex cuisine. Because apparently, the Aztecs, man, they love to play up their Aztecian Mexican theme.
Do I notice that she's going over to the
Hey.
Aztec stuff?
Hey, tell you what, roll perception.
Or
Let's get you used to those dice rolls, people.
three.
Of course. So you definitely notice she is like picking up and examining the Mexican spicy food.
Do I know that as technology are a bunch of really scary people?
Everybody knows. Everybody knows that as technology is just full of assholes. They are the worst kind.
Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking about assholes. I was thinking of the more sinister magic stuff that they do. So I was like, okay, no, that's fine. She can eat that. I'm not gonna ask what's in it, but whatever. It's probably.
But you would also have to know that the entire Stuffer Shack chain is owned by Az Technology.
Oh shit! I'm leaving. I don't know
It's
what is in
sinfully
this.
delicious.
I don't know what is in this cheddar spray can.
Well, I'm not sure if your friends will let you leave. Let's see what Miss Myth has to say about that.
We have a shopping list.
She came prepared.
First up, we have to take care of those that could not make it today. They cannot be forgotten. The 13 cats that live outside Miss Smith's apartment. I go to aisle 7. And striding confidently, Miss Smith pauses as she hears the wet slurps of 2 individuals who likely have not had to breathe for the past 2 minutes with how deep they are into each other's faces. And then...
They're just exchanging the same air back and forth.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
2-person hyperventilating.
Setting the basket down, Miss Smith decides to wait patiently. And she turns towards that counter, because she heard the telltale word. She approaches this Veronica, sort of saunters and sort of leans on the table and says, "Oh, you like to thrash with trolls, do you?"
And she was like busy talking with Vern that she just completely ignored you for all of a minute, and then she just kind of goes like, "Oh hey, you gonna go see that band too, Vern? Look, there's more people like this that go see this concert. It's so important that we go. Okay, you have to take me now." And tell him, he says. Veronica says, pointing to Miss Smith.
Oh yeah, this is her territory. She starts saying like, "Well, listen, the cyber squirrels are going to be opening first before we get to the Pocky tribe. You know, the ones that shoot Pocky with the t-shirt cannons. You want to be there first."
And then she proceeds to go on a tirade with you, just exchanging this banter back and forth. How amazing Their Law is the name of the band. Coming to town is going to be. And
oh shit, they're playing?
They're playing. It's going to be rad. It's going to be in the streets. It's going to be freaking cool. And
I want to take her.
Vern could possibly care less. He's just sitting there still flipping through his own halazine, just going, "You gonna buy something or what?" Meanwhile, while this silliness is going on, we have our last member of the team striding in behind with all of his swagger, all of his jaunting. We have Gentry. What does he do? Where does he go?
Gentry is just going to basically walk past everyone and kind of quickly, confidently, and sort of unassumingly make his way over to E, where there is a lovely, or actually over to F, where there is a cook-it-yourself microwave and the rotating pizza display machine, and he's going to grab himself a slice of pizza and unceremoniously start eating it as he stands back over here, just sort of behind this counter, and he's glancing over at this tech guy, just eating the pizza while watching him dipping his hands into ice cream.
Well, I'll tell you what, Speedy. Are we trying to be super savvy about it and not let anyone know that you're just eating the pizza, probably without paying for it?
I mean, I fully intend to pay for it eventually.
It's not on the list.
You hear Miss Smith shouting down the counter. So tell you what. I want you to roll body twice. Double your body. I want to see if you burn your poor little hand off from that hot pizza.
All right, sure. Yeah, that rotating pizza machine that keeps things
Nice and hot.
either
Nice and hot.
like barely warm or scalding hot. It's a gamble every time.
We'll find out with your roll. So
So is body an active skill or?
negative. It's an attribute actually. Just take your attribute of body and then just double it, and then roll that amount of dice using the quick roll collection button on the like right under the wounds section.
So my body is 2, so I should roll 4, and this is including
Yes.
wounds, right?
Yes, and your physical limit is 5.
Okay.
Please glitch, please glitch, please glitch. Okay, well he didn't
not a
glitch, but so apparently this pizza was just put in here, so as soon as you take it out, you're just like, ow, God! And you're just kind of bouncing it back and forth in your hands. It's just so dadgum hot.
Eat it anyways. My mouth
You're
is
just
burned,
like-
but I don't care about the taste. Just and I'll grab like I'm gonna grab like a schmoozy from the machine right next to me and just kind of
Schmoozy.
try to cool down my mouth with that.
Schmoozy. Okay, audience, you get a chance to choose what the schmoozy is that Speedy drinks. So you guys pick on that for a second. So the lady with the baby is still aimlessly wandering around, just still checking the baby food and whatnots. We got slurms, soy-flavored soy, rat gut. I like rat gut so far. Keep it up, guys. So we got rat gut. And let's see.
Soy flavored soy.
I'm probably still walking around. Hey, Hardpoint. Where's your soy balls?
18, same as last time.
Why is it always there?
What do you think they moved it?
They're popular, high in demand. In fact, every stuffer shack you've always tried has always been out of them. It's a sad day for you. I'll tell you
The
what,
sledge can't
today could be your lucky day. It could be somewhere in the back. So I want you to roll a single d6, and I want to see what your result is. So just roll a super duper generic d6.
Generic D6. I got a 2, Dad. What does that mean?
Got 2, Dad. Well, you found soy spaghetti. You found let's see. You found soy steaks. You find every form of steak and pasta imaginable, but nowhere in between that do you possibly find soy balls.
Okay, I'm worried that I can no longer find my soy balls, but equally so about the fact that this door is now open and this man is I guess palming ice cream into his gullet and not letting me by. Does he not notice me here?
He does notice the big, ugly, horrible
Excuse me.
two metal-armed orc, and he just kind of steps back and he just goes to find another counter somewhere. Just goes to find another thing and just find some more ice cream. Also, Grinny, Wisley, Shadow of Cosmos, whoever started that schnozberries ones down there.
Yeah.
That is the official drink that Gentry has found.
Yep. The schnozberry smoothie. It tastes like schnozberries.
Yeah, I was gonna say they taste like schnozberry.
So, amidst all your guys' general browsing around, talking about the upcoming Their Law concert while trying to stick to Miss Smith's shopping list that she painstakingly put together for you guys, you slobs, and everyone else having a darn good time doing whatever the heck they are doing. You guys notice that the elf woman that has been running around with the crying baby that has been obnoxiousing the living bejeebas out of you guys eventually finally comes over to the counter. Just next to Miss Smith, just sort of minding her own business, and she's checking out, and of course she's got the baby with her, and just a basket of some stuff, but she's rather quiet as she goes about the task. So she just kind of awkwardly eyes between the trio standing here, and then rather quickly she takes off out the door.
Does she leave her baby?
I would let you guys roll perception to roll to find the baby, but to be fair, you heard the crying go all the way out, so I'll just let you have that.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
I saw her walk back here, and it's like, oh no, she left her by the microwave with Gentry. Gentry doesn't know how to care for a child.
I'm gonna lean into Veronica and say, "Oh, thank goodness! I thought that was a cover of Grandma's Afghan."
Yeah, I know, right? Why do they let babies in here? I thought as technology was going to put a no babies policy on the stuffer shack, but lo and behold, somebody had to have an argument about it. Just throws her hair back, and Vern's just like, that'll be 3044. Just flip it through the holocene.
I've moved over to Area D and I'm looking at like portable Simpsons rigs and stuff like that.
Is this guy?
Do they sell beetle chips here?
Beetle chips.
Yeah. Details.
Well, that would be a no.
Oh.
On the counter.
I'm kind of trying to watch this guy from afar who's at the freezers. Is he still just going around to different freezers and tasting different things now?
He's still in my way, so I'm waiting on him to keep shambling around.
You have a perfectly good shelf you can walk around.
Is this the only flavor of ice cream?
I gotta find the ultimate strawberry soy.
Take your damn hands out. Ice cream. Move.
And suddenly you guys hear that front door open and you hear the familiar screeching of a baby. And you're hearing just in kind of a passing, she's kind of dashing back into the store and ducking behind aisle 17, and she's just kind of peeking around the shelf and just trying to calm her baby down.
Okay, I'm gonna weasel around this
Gentry
guy.
will run up to her.
I'm gonna hide in aisle 11.
As Gentry is about to run up to her, as everybody else is about to react, as Veronica is about to get annoyed, as Vern is about to blink, suddenly, you guys hear the thundering sound of an explosion right at the front entrance of the building. And the entire store shakes. It just booms, and shelves go flying about, lights flicker, debris comes flying in. Vern, the poor guy, also. Wow. Vern is blown back into the cigarette shelf. If I can actually click him. Let me click you, Vern. Terrible person. Anyway, Vern gets blown back into the cigarette rack. Veronica gets knocked away from Miss Smith and just tumbles right on over. Here we go, problem solved.
Can I catch her? Can I, like, brace her?
Roll reaction plus intuition, please, to catch her as she goes flying.
Okay, reaction and intuition. Oh god. How do I do that? I add them both together, right?
Yes, you'll take reaction plus intuition, and you can use the avoidance roll at the toward the bottom of the sheet where it says armor.
Okay, so armor is 7. Those two combined is 7. So do I just roll 14d6?
Just click the big green bar that says
Yes,
in the armor section.
where it says avoidance
Bit
roll.
down on the left.
Oh, okay. I see that now too.
Okay, I see it.
There you go.
Dang!
Dang, that's a lot of hits.
I want time to slow down, and I want, as she looks to see who caught her, just Miss Smith's hair just dashing across her like big thorny horns, and her jutting brow just looking ever so undisturbed by this horrific explosion as those burly arms just catch Veronica gently in her terrible goth outfit.
So in the slow-mo, as debris is flying over everybody, and I'm just gonna... Man, I wish I could just take the explosion sound, stretch it out, and just make it a... But suffice to say, you turned your back, debris is flying over you, you managed to catch Veronica. And Vern finally, as you notice you're doing this, he finally lifts some form of emotional eyebrows in response to the situation happening. And everyone else, I'm sure, is responding in their own fashion of, like, being toppled over by the shells, being blasted back by the explosion, probably trying to avoid a piece of ceramic from the ceiling falling down on their heads. And suddenly, after the glass and the explosion in the entire store stops shaking after all of about a second, the explosion dies down, rubble replaces the front door, just like so, and 3 figures emerge from the rubble. You go to the back. So 3 figures emerge from the rubble just after that spectacular little explosion. And so as the explosion's dying down, someone's going, "Don't let me die! Don't let me die!" And it takes you a moment to shake the rain from your ears, and 2 very ugly armed gangsters step through the shadow remains of the storefront, kicking over the shelves and the debris. They wear leather, chains, and lots of tattoos. Following close behind is a dwarf with a lot of Native American flair, probably a shaman. And he screams as he cocks his gun, "None of you are gonna get hurt if you keep your ass shut and stay out of the way! Now tell me what the lady with the baby is, and you're gonna live to see sunrise," yells the leader. Ladies and gentlemen.
Sticking soy balls inside my vest at this point.
Hey, everything's free!
Commence the non-existent soy balls being stuffed down Sludge's pants. And commence with rolling for initiative.